giant club in Turkey winning 25 league titles, 19 Turkish Cups and 17 Super Cups. Galatasaray are one of the biggest Turkish clubs to ever exist. With Osman leading the line, who became the Turkish league's most expensive signing this summer, Galatasaray have one trophy that they are still trying to get. Having won the UEFA Cup and UEFA Super Cup, Galatasaray have still never won the Champions League in their history. The Galatasaray board has approached me with one clear objective to reach: win us the Champions League. We have signed our contract, announced our objective to the media, and are ready to go to kickstart Season 1 with Galatasaray. So for this Galatasaray rebuild, we're going to be going in with the possession tactical preset, and as you can see, we're going to go with the 4-2-3-1, advanced forward, shadow striker, DLP, holding, inside forward on both wings. Then we're going to go with 2 fullbacks, 2 ball-playing centre-backs, and then just a standard goalkeeper. Before we go out and buy some players, we had to sell and loan out some players to get them some game time. Salah has gone to Brighton for £16.5 million. I think it's a really good bit of business, as Sane is going to be our starting right midfielder. Juvenk went to Lens, 1.8 million. He was the backup goalkeeper, and I have decided to go out and get a new one. And then we've loaned out a couple of players as well to get them some game time and hopefully come back in the seasons to come. So now we have 45 million to spend. I want to go out and get ourselves a new goalkeeper, potentially a new right back and centre attacking midfielder. We have made our first signing of this Galatasaray rebuild, and it is a new number 1 for this new season. We have gone out and got Kabara for our new number 1 spot. He has come in for £23 million. We have got ourselves our new right back for Season 1 with Galatasaray. Yankuto has joined to be our new right back. He has come in for a £9 million. Plus, we did send someone the other way, one of our backup right midfielders who is not going to play this season. The last player to come into Galatasaray in Season 1, Yuzan, has come in for £8 million from Frankfurt. A young Turkish centre attacking midfielder. He's going to be the backup for this season. And then hopefully in the seasons to come, we can get him on a development plan and improve him over the ratings to become our number 10. So this is how we're going to look for Season 1 with Galatasaray. Grabara, the new goalkeeper. Couto, Singo, Sanchez and Jacobs as our backline. Torreira and Gundogan in holding midfield with Sane and Yilmaz on the wings. Sara and then Osman up top to complete the team. I'm really excited to use this team. I think we've got some really nice players in here and a lot of experience. So we're going into Season 1 trying to win that Champions League. We're also going to try and win the league and also the Turkish Cup as many times as we can. But the main goal and objective is to win the Champions League. And can we do it in Season 1? We're at the end of Season 1 with Galatasaray, and as you can see, we finished second in the league. We were just 5 points short from Fenerbahce, who finished first in this season. That means we're going into the UEFA Champions League qualification rounds next season, into the round of 16 of the Turkish Cup, and we beat Fenerbahce 2-1 away from home. Quarterfinal time, and we won 2-1. A massive 5-3 win on aggregate to put us into the final. And in Season 1, we have our first trophy, is the Turkish Cup once again for Galatasaray. But it's not the trophy that we are after. Let's go and see how we got on in the Champions League. In the league phase, we finished 19th, which means we will be going into the playoff rounds. Just about getting past Villarreal with a 4-3 win on aggregate. We then just about beat PSG 2-1 on aggregate to reach the quarterfinals. And another close call, which puts us into the semi-finals of the Champions League in Season 1. We beat Juventus 3-2. And unfortunately, guys, we just about missed out on a final place as Man City beat us 4-3 on aggregate. And then Man City went on to win the whole thing by beating Chelsea on penalties. Wow, look at that. Victor Osimhen with 37 goals this season. An absolutely insane season from our number 9. He's up to an 89 overall. Yilmaz and Sane, our wingers, getting 22 and 20 goals respectively. And then the rest of the squad kind of just getting goals here and there to help us in the season. Unfortunately, Gundogan is down 5 ratings. He's now 35. Even though getting 6 goals and 10 assists, I think it's time to sell him. So that is the end of Season 1 for Galatasaray. We finished second in the league, just short of a first place finish. We won the Turkish Cup for the first time in this rebuild. Another one to add to the Galatasaray history. Unfortunately, we just crashed out to Man City in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We didn't manage to get our objective in Season 1. We're going to go into Season 2 now. I really do want to try and win the league next season, but of course, the Champions League qualification is the main thing, and we're going to go sign a few players to try and improve the squad to keep our hopes alive to win that Champions League. We have a whopping 64 million to spend in Season 2. I do think we could do with upgrading our left back, and also because Icardi's contract has now expired, he has left the club and we couldn't renew his contract, so we need a backup striker. We have made our first signing in Season 2. It is going to be our new holding midfielder to play alongside Torreira. Onana has joined from Aston Villa for £26 million. Beto has joined Galatasaray to be our backup striker for £5.4 million. With Icardi leaving, we needed a backup striker. I didn't really want to spend too much money on one, so Beto comes in for 5.4 million. Kadoglu is the next player we signed from Brighton for 20 million pounds. So that concludes the transfer window for season 2, and as you can see, we have made a lot of signings. Onana, Ozcan, Kadoglu, Beto have all come into the club, and then we have decided to offload quite a lot of players. Now players coming back from loan, and then we've also loaned out a couple of youngsters as well to get them some more game time. So overall, I'm really happy with how the transfer window did go. And this is how we're going to line up in season 2. We've got the same defenders, but Kadoglu has come in to be our new left back. Onana is in to be our new left centre mid. And then we've also got Beto on the bench with Wilfried Zaha returning from loan, but he is retiring at the end of the season. So we need to qualify for the Champions League first of all, and then we can focus on the League and Cup, but the main objective is to win the Champions League. So we need to qualify, hopefully we can, and then we can dive in to Season 2. Season 2 is the season where we did win our first league title in this rebuild with Galatasaray. 77 points for us this season. Into the Turkish Cup, we won 4-0 in the round of 16, and then just about winning against Transport on penalties 4-3. Into the semi-finals, a really good win, 4-2 on aggregate. Into the final we go, and unfortunately, we lost 4-2 in the final, so we don't get a back-to-back in the Turkish Cup. Into the league phase, and we finished 4th in the league phase, which is a really, really good start. So that means we're straight into the round of 16. And unfortunately, Atletico Madrid beat us 3-2 on aggregate to crash out of the Champions League. And Atletico Madrid actually went on to beat Man City, who beat us last season, who then won it, which is pretty funny. So Atletico Madrid knocked us out and went on to win the whole thing. The stats for the end of season 2, and Leroy Sané was actually our top goal scorer, just in front of Yilmaz and Osherman, who's now a 91 overall. Those three are attacking threat, absolutely unreal season from them. And a bunch of other players just getting goals here and there. Nothing really to shout out about, unfortunately. Gundogan has retired. He is now down to a 72 overall. He is retiring now. And Wilfried Zaha has also retired. He's down to a 70 rated, but he has retired as well. So that's both of them leaving the club this summer. So that is the end of season 2. We won the league, we came runners up in the Turkish Cup, and then we crashed out in the round of 16 of the Champions League. So we are still chasing that Champions League trophy for this rebuild. The objective is still clear. It's still there for us to win the Champions League. At least we do automatically qualify into next season's competition. We're going into season 3 now, going to try and improve the squad as much as we can in the hopes of winning the Champions League. We've been given 67 million to spend in season 3, and I've already got my eye on someone that I really think is going to improve this team. We have signed our new left DM. He is going to be playing alongside Torreira. Now, Torreira is getting a bit older, so I am tempted to shift Onana over to the right-hand side. And this means we have brought in Carlos Baleba into Galatasaray for Season 3 for £47 million. Now, we have made a massive decision, guys, in Season 3 with Galatasaray. As you can see, Leroy Sané is out the door. The 31-year-old has gone to Sunderland for £75 million. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, why would you sell Sané? He was the top goal scorer last season. But for a 31-year-old, £75 million is a lot of money, and I know just the player who I'm going to replace him with to the right midfield slot. We have made a massive statement signing. Arda Güler has joined from Real Madrid. The Turkish right midfielder comes in to play right midfield, take Sané's spot in Season 3. He joins for £72.5 million. Now, I thought Güler was going to be the last signing of the window, but a surprise move for a new central attack midfielder came to mind. From Turkey, a really promising player and a really good player in real life as well. Yildiz has come in from Juventus. He is going to be our new central attacking midfielder. He has come from Juventus for £17 million, plus Gabriel Sara has gone to Juventus to replace him. And I think it's a really good bit of business. Only spending £17 million, we get a 22-year-old, 85 rated Turkish international. And Sara, even though he was really good, he is now gone to Juventus. So that will now conclude the Season 3 transfer window. We've got a really good shot at this in Season 3. I really do think we can progress into the latter stages of the Champions League once again. So let's see how this team does in Season 3. Can we finally win the Champions League? Unfortunately, we just missed out on the league title as Fenerbahce won the league this season in Season 3. We were literally only a couple of points away, and I think we actually lost to Fenerbahce on the second last day of the season. No Turkish Cup run this season. Round of 16, knocked out 2 2-1. But the all-important Champions League, we finished 11th in the league phase, which means we go into the playoff round, which we beat AEK Athens 5-4 in aggregate. And then unfortunately, guys, we crashed out in the round of 16 to Liverpool 3-2, which means there's no Champions League trophy for Galatasaray in season 3. Osimhen was our top goal scorer this season, 92 overall now with 28 goals. Yilmaz with 21 goals, Yildiz with 15 as well. He's looking like a really good player, up 3 overalls already. Gula as well, up 3 overalls, 88 rated with 13 goals, 14 assists. So we had some really good stats in this season. Unfortunately, just short of the league. Really should have done better in the Turkish Cup and also the Champions League. Round of 16 against Liverpool, something we need to improve on in next season. So we're going to go into next season. Hopefully, we can try and add a couple more players with a bit of a transfer budget, with the goal in mind of winning the Champions League in season 4. We make our first signing in season 4, guys, and it is going to be a new backup striker because Beto has left the club after his contract expired. Evanilson has come in from Bournemouth for 4 million, plus Onana has gone the other way. Unfortunately, Onana did want to leave the club, and Bournemouth actually asked me for him, so I was like, you know what, I will take that, and we got ourselves our backup striker. The next signing is going to be a new left back. Unfortunately, Kadoglu wants to leave at the end of his contract, so I thought I would try and cash out while I could. And Theo Hernandez has come in from Bournemouth for a straight swap deal, no money spent. Kaloglu goes the other way back to Bournemouth. Once again, it is another swap deal. Unfortunately, Sanchez is starting to decline, so I needed a new left centre back, and I have gone out and done a swap deal for one. Lukeba has come from Leipzig, and Sanchez has gone to Leipzig with 13 million added as well. He comes in to be our new left centre-back. He's only 25, and obviously Sanchez is at about 33 now, so I thought it was the right time to make that swap. With Onana leaving the club, we needed a new backup central defensive midfielder, and we have gone to PSG to get Moscardo. He joins for £19.1 million. So that is the end of the transfer window. We're not going to make any more signings, and we're not going to sell any more players. And with this team now, with the additions of Hernandez, Lukeba, and then also Evanilson and Moscardo on the bench, I really do think this is the time for us to try and clinch the Champions League trophy for the first time ever. The attack and midfield is really solid, and I think overall, Yildiz, Güler, Yilmaz and Osimhen are going to carry us to our first Champions League trophy. So we're going into season 4 now. Fingers crossed we can try and win the Champions League for the first time with Galatasaray. We do need to qualify, however, because we finished second in the division last season. So let's make sure we do that first. And then we're going to go into season 4 and see if we can win the Champions League. Once again, Galatasaray are your Turkish Super League champions. We finished on 75 points and have won the league in season 4. Once again, we were knocked out in the round of 16, unfortunately, so there was no Turkish Cup in season 4. And now the all-important Champions League, we finished 7th in the league phase, which means we go straight into the round of 16. We then faced Man City and we won 4-2 on aggregate after a second leg thumping 3-0 at home. We then just about went past Real Madrid with a 3-1 aggregate win, winning 1-0 at home. And then in the semi-finals, we smashed Dortmund 5-2 to face PSG in the final, Saturday, May 26. Before we do get into that Champions League final, Victor Osimhen is up to a 93 overall. He scored 38 goals this season. Güler getting 18 goals and 13 assists. He's up to a 90. Yildiz is now 15 goals, 16 assists, up to a 91. And Yilmaz on the left with 14 goals as well. And then a bunch of other players getting goals here and there, but look at some of the ratings on these players now. We have really come a long way since the first season. So this will be your team for the Champions League final against PSG, a massive occasion, and can Galatasaray finally win their first Champions League trophy? It's going to be a tough ask against PSG, but look at this lineup. We've got some really good players in here. I have no doubt that we will win the Champions League. Baleba, can he find in? Osimhen, he slipped him through. Victor Osimhen, oh, what a save from the keeper. Baleba's going to have it on the edge of the box. Can he get a shot away? Baleba. Oh my God, that was awful. Into Yildiz. Can he find Osimhen through on goal? I mean, we've asked a lot of him here. You have to turn back. Can he find Torreira on the edge of the box? Can he go for the shot? Oh, it's another great save by the keeper. Torreira. Can he get the shot away? Ah, straight at the keeper. Güler now. Baleba. Can he find Yildiz? Can he find Güler on the wide? Oh, Güler. Can he finish it? Oh, no. How have we missed? Torreira on the edge of the box. Can he get another shot? Third time lucky. No, keeper saves it again. Ball played down the line to Güler. Can he find Osimhen in the middle? Yes, he can. Waiting for that overlapping run on the right-hand side. Güler cuts inside. Hasn't really got many options. Osimhen back to Güler. Oh, it's gone to Yildiz. Can he get the shot away? Yes, he can. It's 1-0 to Galatasaray in the 79th minute. It's a late strike in the game. It's the first goal of the game. But we have managed to finally score 10 goals for Yildiz this season in the Champions League. Honestly, I tried to do a 1-2 with Gula here, but he's actually gone straight into Yildiz, and he's actually managed to get a bit of space off Jonathan Tah, and he's put it into the back of the net to put us 1-0 up in this Champions League final. Here come PSG now, though. Dembele's through on goal, and it's a great save by Grabara. Lovely save to keep us in the lead here, but PSG do have a corner. It's whipped in. Jonathan Tah. Oh my god, he pretty much had a free header there. I'm going to clear it to Osherman. That's a great first touch by him. Not really sure where he's going, but Goulet on the right-hand side. Going to try and wait for that run. Can he find the ball over the top? No, but Torreira is there. Goulet into Osherman. Surely that's going to be the game over. Goulet's through. Goulet, can he square it to Osherman? Osherman! Oh, that's game over. Victor Osherman with the last goal of the game. 2-0 to Galatasaray. And that all but confirms the first Champions League trophy for Galatasaray. It's a lovely counter-attack goal from a corner. And we've caught PSG out right at the dead. Lovely bit of play. Goulet just staying on side. Squares it to Victor Osherman, who smashes it into the back of the net to put us 2-0 up in the final. And there you have it, guys. Galatasaray have won their first ever Champions League trophy. It's a massive achievement. We've absolutely smashed it this season, winning the league and also winning the Champions League. We had one clear goal in mind at the beginning of this rebuild, to win Galatasaray their first ever Champions League title, and we have managed to do that in Season 4. It was really fun to help Galatasaray win their first ever Champions League trophy, and Torreira is the man that is going to lift the Champions League trophy for Galatasaray for the very first time. We've had some amazing players in this squad, some really fun players that I've used in this rebuild. But once again, we have done it. Galatasaray are Champions League winners for the very first time. This will be the end of the video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment any teams you want me to rebuild in future videos, and make sure to subscribe if you're new around here. And until next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.